Hey guys, what's up? It's Stephanie, and today I'm here with a video. In this video today, I wanted to share something that God basically brought to my attention. And a lot of people are chosen by God, but they don't actually become legends for God. They don't actually get to put and work for His kingdom the way that they could have, or the way that God had intended for them to, or even the way that they may have wanted to. And the reasoning behind that, obviously, there's so many different factors, but for a lot of people, the reasoning behind that is that they missed their time to jump on. They missed their time to jump on board. They missed it. And what I mean by that, obviously, walking with God, there are times where in your walks you can fall off, you can be stagnant, and you can keep going. But as far as being a legend for Christ, there are certain designated times in your life that God specifically picked out. It may be when you turn 18 or 17 or 19. For me, it was 19. 19 was that year for me where so many things were just crazy in my life, and I came to that point where I let it go and I was willing to put my trust in God and allow Him to move and work in my life and build me up to be the person that He wants me to be. And for a lot of people, you miss that prime time in your life. You miss that prime time in your life. And there's so many examples of this. Like, if you're swinging on a swing when you're little and you're swinging on a swing and you're about to jump off the swing, there's a certain designated time where you need to jump off the swing. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember or have jumped off the swing when you were younger, but I know for me, you don't jump off the swing when the swing is all the way swung back. You don't jump off the swing when the swing is being swung back. There's a certain way you have to time it when you jump off the swing. You jump off the swing when the swing is moving forward and it's almost at its optimum peak when it's like swinging forward, basically. Then you jump, right? Or another kid analogy is basically, I don't remember what it's called. It was like a little circular thing. It had handles on it, and I remember being a kid and I would run with it, and you spin it, you spin it, you spin it to the point where you get it going, and then you have to jump on, and it just keeps spinning. Walking with God and being chosen by God for a specific mission, for a specific calling, is kind of sort of like that. There's a specific time. You can go to church, you can read your Bible, you can pray, you can do all of that. But when you're chosen by God, and if you really want to do work for His kingdom, and you really want to be a legend for Him and go all out for Him, there is a certain time where you have to jump on board. There's a certain time where you have to jump out of the world, or there's a certain time where you have to jump on or cling on to Jesus and leave behind all the things that you used to do in order for you to just be great for His kingdom. Imagine if for me, when I was 19 years old, if I didn't jump on board, if I saw that timing was perfect for me to get out of the rebellious state that I was living in, but instead of jumping on, I just kept going and going and going. Or imagine if when Moses was in the desert after he left Egypt and he saw that burning bush and he just kept going. He didn't stop. He didn't pay any mind. He didn't speak to the bush. He didn't he didn't even acknowledge the bush. Imagine if he would have done that. He probably would not have been able to do all that he was able to do. Imagine if the disciples, when Jesus showed up in their life, that first encounter, or however many encounters, right before they actually was drawn in to God's calling for their life, or being a true disciple of Jesus. Imagine if they just let it pass by. They would not have been able to do and accomplish all that they were able to accomplish. And that is what I'm trying to share with you guys today. There is a point in your life where Jesus shows up, and you have to jump on board, or you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out all the plans that God had in store for you. Every great thing that you could have done in His name, you're going to miss out. And this is why it is so important for us to take our lives seriously. This is why it is so important for us to be sensitive to His Spirit and not take it as a game or a joke, because you can literally miss out on your calling. There can be an ordained time in your life where you really just have to come into the kingdom and stay. And a lot of people, some people, even churchgoers, the older ones, a lot of people that are miserable with their lives, that are angry and that are bitter on the inside, it is because they may have been chosen by God. They may be chosen to do so many things in the prime time of their life, but they missed out on when Jesus showed up and they really were going to get pulled into the kingdom. And when I mean pulled into the kingdom, I don't mean just like accepting Jesus into your heart. I mean you're pulled into the kingdom and you're doing work for him as a legend for God. A true disciple, not just a follower, not just a believer, but a true disciple of God. There are so many people out here today that missed out on their opportunity to walk with him, that missed out on their opportunity to start getting into his purpose for their lives. There's so many people that just straight doubted that that was their time, or straight doubted that that was God's voice, and they walked away. And for some of you guys, you may not be at that point in your life, but I just wanted to do this video to basically bring to your attention that when that point in your life does come up, when you know for sure you're at your wits' ends with the world, when you know for sure you're hearing God's voice that may be telling you to cut off your boyfriend or to cut off your girlfriend, or that may have you just be reevaluating your whole life, you may reach a breaking point in your life. And these are the times where God is going to show up. You may be feeling like you need more, something more fulfilling in your life. These are the times where Jesus wants to show up and he wants you to jump on board. He wants you to have faith and take the risk. Take a risk for him. So many people are bitter and so many people are miserable with their lives because they did not jump on board when it was their time to jump on board. And I'm grateful to God for the way that he made me, because I didn't miss out on my opportunity. I didn't let it pass me by. No matter how deep in dirt I was, I didn't let it pass me by, because I know I wanted to be great. And you have to know you want to be great for the Lord. You have to know that you're destined for greatness as a chosen follower of God. You have to know and you have to believe, because when you know and you believe, the minute Jesus shows up in your life, you're going to take that seriously. That has to be a desire for your own life. You have to desire it for yourself. Jesus can desire so many things for you. He can want you to do so many things and accomplish so many things, but you have to want it for yourself. You have to desire to put in work for his kingdom. If you don't have that desire, you don't have that drive, and you don't believe that you can be chosen, when Jesus shows up, you could be one of those people who don't jump on at that specific prime time of your life. Alright, you guys, I'm going to end this video here. I really hope that this video reached someone and is able to basically just bring to your attention that there are certain times in our lives where God has things in store for us, and if we don't take it seriously, or we're doubting him, or we don't want to change or let certain things go, or even really just jump on board to be in his kingdom, you can miss out. Some people may even miss out on their salvation, period. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. It's Stephanie, and be blessed.